Golf to me it's like a safe space for me. It's a place where I could just go out on the course and just be myself for 4 hours and stay away from, the outside world and just have a lot of fun with my friends.
Golf means a lot. It's fun. It's peaceful. Nice to be outside in the early mornings hearing the birds chirp. And yeah, it's just a great time.
It's a stress-free sport that I can just relax and swing some clubs with my friends.
My favorite club to use is the driver, obviously, because it goes the furthest, and I could hit nukes. My favorite course to play at, and my favorite course I've ever played at, is probably Ballyowen up by Crystal Springs. It's easily the nicest and most well-kept course I've ever played at.
I think my favorite course to play at right now has to be like Orchard Hills in Paramus. It's just we play there a lot. It's fun. My favorite club to use has to be the 5-iron.
My favorite club to use is the 9-iron, and my favorite course to play at has to be Valleybrook.
I think the part of my game that's improved the most is probably my driver, actually. I just decided to stop thinking when I'm swinging and just try and hit the ball as far as I can, and it's been working pretty good.
Hitting the ball straight, because in the beginning of the season, the ball used to slice to the right every single time, and I'd have to play it, but now I keep my head down, hit the ball, goes dead straight.
I think my long game has improved over the past year, and I focused on that by just keeping my head down and swinging, just like Isaac, and whipping that.
I definitely enjoy playing golf. It's easily my favorite sport I've ever played. I'm sorry, Mr. Sharon, but it's definitely the best sport I've ever played. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody because it's a sport you can play until, your bones can't move anymore. And it's a good thing to know, especially if you go into a business field, if you have to go play with a client, I would definitely recommend at least learning the game a little bit.
I enjoy playing golf because it's like a mind game and you really have to get out of your head and just play the game. And yes, I do recommend it to all the viewers out there because it's a very fun sport.
I enjoy playing the game because it's really fun and relaxing, and it's really satisfying when you hit the golf ball good. And I recommend it to the viewers because it's a good way to connect with other people, especially in the business world.
Aside from skill, I look for kids who are coachable, who can respond well to adversity, because golf will break you down. So just having that positive mindset and being a good teammate. So practices, I will say, is a challenge with our setup, but my basic philosophy is just try and get as many swings in as possible. If you're, if you're chipping 50 plus times or 100 swings, you got to get that repetition. As I said, golf will break you down, it will humble you. Your drive will be working and your putter's not working. So it's just trying to keep things in perspective and making sure, you have memory of a goldfish.
I joined the Echo because I really like writing and I like Miss Larson as the club advisor.
And so my friends took it last year, and I enjoy writing about the school and what goes on.
I joined the Echo because I really enjoy writing, especially about my interests, and I get a whole period to just be creative and write about whatever I want.
I signed up for the Echo because I like to write and I needed another elective, so I figured it was perfect.
It's important that we have a school newspaper because we can keep up with everything going on at the high school.
It's important to have a school newspaper because we can inform the school on events that are happening and what goes on during the school that some people just wouldn't know.
I think it's important that we have a school newspaper because it allows us to connect with others, especially over interests that we have, and it also allows students to have a creative outlet for writing.
It's important that we have a school newspaper because it just keeps everybody involved and lets everybody know what's going on.
My favorite thing to write about is the national holidays, and I usually do that every issue.
I like writing the birthdays every month because some people don't get their birthday acknowledged, and then in the Echo they see your name. It's fun.
My favorite thing that I've written about in the Echo is probably music. I do music almost every issue, just because I think it's fun to talk about genres that I enjoy and recommend genres to other people. And sometimes I do forums as well, so I get to see what other students like to listen to. So
My favorite thing to write about is all the school sports that go on, and like if our teams are winning, losing, and like how it's going.
For the last edition of the year, I'm probably going to write about the national holidays for May and June.
I'm not completely sure. I'll probably end up doing birthdays again and probably an article on sports.
for the final issue, I'm probably going to write more about music and recommend other genres, as well as writing about summer bucket list ideas and some summer plans.
For the last edition, I'm going to write about the spring senior athletes and like people's favorite summer vacations and stuff.
Everyone should read The Echo because that way you can find out more information about what's going on at the school, and everyone puts a lot of hard work into it.
I think more people should read The Echo because it's interesting, it's fun to read, and there's so many different types of articles that people can read about, and so it informs you a lot.
I think that more people should read The Echo because the Echo class and the Echo Club, we work really hard on it. Plus, you can see all the other students and see some of the interests that they have and what they write about, and kind of see if you're interested in the same thing.
The Echo Club has been running for quite some time, even before I took it over. So I'm not certain about how many years, but I've been doing it for the past 5 to 6 years. I think it's important on so many levels. I think it's great that students can contribute and create and talk about the news and current events and things that are happening in the school, and it's a way to get people involved. I also think it's great for students to kind of see all the different facets of jobs that are available with writing. It definitely has an appeal, and it's something that a lot of students can major in. And it's also just a great way for people to connect over the love of writing and sharing news.
Hello, my name is Derek Mariano, and for my senior experience, I work with the Waldwick Technology Department. What this entails is repairing the broken Chromebooks and just kind of working around the school and fixing any problems that arise. At the beginning of my internship, typically I repair the broken Chromebooks for the week. This takes anywhere between an hour and an entire morning based on how many Chromebooks are broken and what the repairs need. Once I'm done with those, I walk the Chromebooks up to the main office and I picked up the newly broken Chromebooks. I typically then would work on those until either lunch or until I finished repairing them. In the afternoons, it's time for my weekly project. This week, I'm cataloging all of the Chromebooks for the new students so that the technology department has less work to do over the summer. This entails opening up the Chromebooks, printing out labels for the Chromebooks, and putting the Chromebooks and the owners into the system. Some other projects I've worked on have included opening up and setting up all of the iPads for the elementary school, replacing all of the batteries in the doors so that way they remain operational, and retiring all of the old broken Chromebooks. The other thing I do if I have some free time, or just whenever it's needed, is I help the technology guys run tickets. When teachers have problems in their rooms, they'll file a ticket for us, and if I'm not too busy, I'll help the guys run and work on those problems. Throughout my internship, I learned a lot of things. I learned how the inner workings of the Chromebooks work, along with how to fix them if something goes wrong. I also learned how to set up and add computers to domains and networks, and how to catalog things using Google Admin. I chose this senior experience because I knew I wanted to work with computers, and this would give me plenty of hands-on experience working with computers in my everyday life, helping repair them, both hardware
and for software issues. All in all, I'm very glad that I chose this internship, and I am very grateful for all of the opportunities that it has given me over the course of this year.